Welcome everyone to today's Fitful practice. Gus and I are happy to be here. If we have not met in person, my name is Helena. Get your yoga mat rolled out if it's not already. Have your space prepared if you need any props, bolster, blocks, glass of water. And then start to offer yourself a comfortable position. So deciding what might be comfortable and best for you. Lying all the way down on the back sometimes really offers the chest some space to open. Your legs can move to the outer edges of your mat, fall off to the side, relax through the thighs. And then when you feel ready and settled, close your eyes, shift your awareness inwards to your body. And not doing anything yet to change your breath, just observing where you've landed. Trying to soften into any areas of your body that maybe feel tight or tense, like there might be a gripping. Maybe you're still holding on to some muscular energy in that space. Right now, soften. Take a cleansing breath. Inhale through your nose. Fill up. Open up your mouth. Audible sigh breath out. And you can do that 2 or 3 times if that serves you. Full breath in. Audible. Letting go, breath out. Hear the sound of the breath as it travels into the body. Watch the sound of the breath as you let it go. And from here, perhaps you can start to regulate the breath a little bit more. Try to smooth out the length of your inhale. Match it to the pace of your exhale. And you're tapping into a steadiness and a sensation of consistency in your breath. And as you become familiar with breathing like this, really anchor into it so it supports you and guides you through our Fit Flow class. So in moments when the body's maybe engaged a little bit more, or we're kind of moving through a series of postures that recruit strength in different areas, can you feel the consistency of your breath? Right now, an easy breath when we're in a neutral position, but maybe when we come into a twist or we're bracing through the abdomen, that's when it will alter. That's when it will change. Consistency is sometimes the hardest thing, especially when, maybe so many different things are being thrown at us. Can we keep showing up? Can we build that resiliency to consistently keep doing things that serve us, like breathing deeply even when there's challenge? Even when it's maybe difficult? Can we practice establishing these good patterns and habits on our mat? Take 4 or 5 more breaths. Consistent in. Consistent out. And then perhaps bringing into mind's eye another area of your life, so not just the body, not just our yoga practice, another area in your life where a consistent habit or pattern would benefit you. An area in your life where if you showed up for yourself a little more, It might help lift you up, pick you up, and invite you to feel stronger. And for like an example, I live by myself, so sometimes I neglect my cooking. Do not fuel the body as well as I should sometimes. I'm pretty sure cucumber slices is not dinner. An area in your life where if you consistently just kept trying to show up, even if it's difficult, you know it will take care of you. Let's inspire this consistency to keep showing up in our practice. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Open and close your eyes. If you're sitting upright, make your way down onto the back. Bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest. Rock yourself lightly side to side here. Then use your hands to guide the knees in circles around to the right, into the left. Circle your knees the opposite direction. Knees to center. Kick your heels up towards the sky. Move through the ankles, point and flex your toes, spread your toes out. Accentuate the arches of your feet, the center of your heel. Toes flex back. Press your heels up. And then take your fingertips, reach them up towards the toes. Maybe you can lift the head and chest and tap them. Lower your chest back down. Inhale, fingers to toes. Exhales, lower. Try to keep the neck and the jawline soft as you continue to pulse through this movement. Even if you're tapping the toes, no big deal. Just have that sensation of reaching and lifting the torso up. And always nice just breaking down our first few slow. Maybe you'd like this to get a little bit faster. Last breath in and out. Release the head down, soften your knees back in towards your chest. Let it go. But observe what sensation you've started to cultivate in the body, the breath. Let's practice consistency. Let's do it again. Kick the heels up, toes back towards the face. Fingertips reach towards the sky. Breathe in, lift up. Maybe you tap, maybe you don't. Do this 7 or 8 times. Does the second round even feel a little bit more familiar? Are you able to increase your pace? Last breath. Let's take a full body stretch. Bend your knees. Point your toes forward. Reach your arms up overhead. Really get long through the torso. Inhale and exhale. Ground the feet down. And then find your way into tabletop on hands and knees, whether you're rocking and rolling along the length of your spine or rolling over onto one side. Probably feeling already some activation through your core. This is good, helps to stabilize the trunk of the body, the spine. Making your way to hands and knees, spread your fingers. Flip your toes. Really actively press down through the hands, then lift and hover your knees an inch from the earth. Try not to lock out your elbows. Little micro bend to them so we're working some muscular energy. One more breath. Lower your knees down. Lower your belly down. Lift your heart up. Try to lengthen the front body. Rounded spine. Tuck your tail. Empty out the breath. Chin to chest. Inhale, come back forward. Sweep the heart up. Exhale, round. One more time, waving through the spine. Neutral, flat back. Roll out the right wrist and then plant the hand back down. Roll out the left wrist. Give them a break. Lubricate the joint. Toes are flipped. Hands pressed down. Hover your knees. And if you're feeling pretty stable here and want to switch things up, take your right toes, point them back. Keep the left knee hovering. Lower your right toes down. Left toes point back. Lower left toes. Maybe take the right hand and tap your left shoulder. Lower it down, switching up left to right. Lower the hand down, soften your knees down. Then again, roll through a few cat-cows. If the wrist gets sore, you can come onto your fists, but turn the fists in towards one another. Change up that shape when you need to. And waving the spine up and down. Return to neutral, flat back. Step your hands forward a foot. Come onto your belly. Exhale with control. Once you're on your belly, slide your toes back. Reach your hands back. Palms face the earth. Press the pubic bone down. Lift up through the chest. Shoulder blades squeezing together. The option here to lift up your toes. Reach your toes away from the crown of your head. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out. Lower down. Again, slow and controlled. Head lifts. Option for the toes as well. And lower. Gently squeezing the glutes. Big toe mounds pressed together. Pulsate that. Find that consistent rhythm of lifting and lowering. Once you have kind of that sensation for the movement, what needs to contract, again, you can get a little faster with it. Working a light bracing through the back body. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Press into your hands, point your elbows up towards the sky. Pass yourself through tabletop. Flip your toes, downward facing dog. Lift off the knees. Come high on both toes. Press down through your right heel. High on both toes, press down through left. And then alternate. Pulsing through the feet. Press both heels a little closer to the earth. Lift your heels, look forward, bend your knees, walk or hop to the top of your space. Hands to shins. Flatten your back and lift your heart up. Lean into the toes. Pull the crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold. Ground into your feet. Rise all the way up to stand. Sweep your arms. Lift your gaze. And then shake the arm bones out. Shake the legs out. Root into your feet, rocking forward and back. Second toe faces forward. Reach the arms high. Get tall. exhale, stick the bum back, fold your body forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Bend knees, ground palms, find your plank. Hips staying in line with the shoulders, claw the mat with your fingertips. Holding here with the option to play around with shifting some weight, pointing right toes back. Lower down, left toes point back. Lower down, again you can still just hold plank, knees lifted or lowered. Right hand tapping left shoulder. Left hand tapping right. Both hands to the earth, maybe knees to the earth. Lower through your push-up. Toes move back, hands move back, palms face down. Lift your chest, lift your toes. Try and squeeze the big toes together. Lower down slow. Lift with control. Lower with control. Move a little faster if that serves you, up and down. Next stays neutral. We're not cramming the head back. Are you still consistently breathing? Chest comes down, press into the hands, move through your tabletop, flip your toes, downward dog. Sway your hips side to side. Cleansing breaths whenever you need to reset. Right leg lifts high to the sky. Bring your right knee in towards your chest, maybe towards your nose, round your spine. Try and keep the right heel in towards the bum, the knee tucked towards the chest, and then look forward, flick your foot through. Tent to your fingertips and walk your fingertips forward. The hands come past your right foot. Maybe blocks under your hands if your hamstrings are tight. Left leg lifts up, warrior three. Look under your belly and make sure the left heel stays in line with the left hip and your toes face down. Take your left toes, tap them to the earth, and then with a little bit of an emphasis, kick your left leg back up. Tap down, slow, controlled, lift back up, lower, and lift the legs like a little bit of a lever. Lift your left leg, breathe in, bring a bit of an upward dog quality to your chest. Bend your right knee, left toes touch down, crescent lunge, we lift the torso, extend the arms high. Hear the sound of your breath on purpose. Roll out your wrists, circle them 3 times one way, 3 times the opposite. Cactus style the arms, and then imagine your chest and heart shining up towards the sky. Lift your gaze. Release the hands down by your sides, step up to the top of your mat, then again let things go. Shake the legs, roll out your wrists, second and third toe forward. Reach the arms, breathe in deep. Dive it forward, stick your bum back. Halfway lift, crown of the head reaches forward. Bend your knees, ground your palms. Step feet back, pause in plank, we hold. Right toes point back. Lower down, left toes point back. Work the arms, right hand to left shoulder. Lower it down, opposite side, right to or left to right. Both hands down, move through a controlled push-up. Inhale through cobra or upward facing dog. Lift your torso. Pull your hips back in space. Downward dog. Breathe out.
Left leg reaches high. Knee to chest, squeeze it in, heel to bum, nose to knee, try and tuck into a small little ball. Shift more weight forward, and then flick your left foot through. Adjust the base of your feet. Right toes can inch towards the right side. Then lift your torso up when you're steady. Activate your legs. Try and drag the left heel back. Pull your right toes forward. Arms float high. Roll out the wrists. Circle them a few times one way. And then a few times the opposite. Cactus style the arms. Elbows wide. Chest lifts up. Shine your heart towards the sky. Gaze can follow. Release the hands down. Step yourself forward. Even the weight through both feet. Hands to heart center. Sink your bum back and down chair. Take a peek down. Make sure you can still see all 10 of your toes. Shift the weight into your right foot. Land the left toes back. Lift the arms up. Hands to heart. Left foot steps back forward. Chair. Switch the weight into the left leg. Right toes touch back. Arms sweep high. That's our flow. Slow and controlled. Step back up into your chair. Step the left foot back. Reach the arms up. Maybe it gets a little faster. Stay low. Keeping the bend through the knees. Alternating through the legs. Working with balance and a little stability here. Maybe it helps you to fix your gaze on one point, something that's not moving. Then keep contained through your core. We're still imagining doing that little crunch through the abdomen, but shoulder blades stay tucked behind you. Land your right toes back. Left knee over ankle. Reach past the body, fingertips to the earth. Shorten your stance. I didn't forget about our warrior 3 on the opposite side. Lift the right leg high. Gaze under the belly, heel in line with hip, toes face down. But then bring that chest back up. Right toes tap. Kick it high. Slow and controlled lower. Kick up, lift. Squeeze the bum. Move on your own consistent rhythm. Then just be mindful, your left knee can stay a little bit bent. Good. Lift the leg, breathe in. Bend your left knee, plant your palms to either side of your front foot, step into plank. High to low push-up. Inhale to baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, or mindful to the body maybe needing some rest. Child's pose is always a good option. Try to notice consistency, the breath flowing in and out. If you're in child's pose, take your time to come back to down dog. Right leg high. Knee to chest, shift forward, rock forward. Keep the knee tucked in as tight as you can for one more moment. And then flick your foot through. Hands walk past the toes, left leg lifts. Same with those lift and lowers, but this time take your left toes, tap them towards the right side. Kick back up. Swing it left, tap it out. Bring it up. Right, up, left. Then don't be afraid to put blocks under your hands if it helps to bring the chest up a little bit more. Find your warrior 3. Left heel in line with the hip, bend the right leg, land your toes back, crescent. Inhale deeply, and then fan your body forward. Sweep your arms back, lunge over that front leg. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fan. One more. Lift the torso. Take your left foot, step it forward, find your chair. Sink nice and low. Rise to stand, breathe in. Fold your body forward. Breathe out. Halfway lift. Ground palm, spread fingers, step, jump, or walk back. High to low push up. Elbows tuck into your side body. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Pike your hips back, exhale. Breathe out, down dog. Bounce the knees. Let go through the head. Left leg reaches high. Knee to chest, shift forward. Knee to nose, tuck in tiny. Flick your foot through. Walk the hands forward. Grab hold of your blocks if you need to. Step up into that left leg. Lift your right. Try and really stretch out through the back of the knee. Little bounce to the left leg. Right toes tap left. Kick, 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 back up. Sweep it right. Kick it up. Left. Find your pace. Strong through the legs. Inhale to warrior 3. Lift your heart. Bend your left leg with control. Let's catch ourselves in crescent. Good. Arms reach high. Lift the gaze. Reach through your fingertips. Bow forward. Sweep back. Inhales, reach. Exhales, hinge. Use those arm bones to kind of fan the body. Get some air between the fingertips. Inhale, lift up. Keep the bend through the front leg. Step yourself forward. Sink into your chair. Keep lowering your bum down for 3. Inhale, exhale, 2. Catch yourself on the earth. You can use the hands. Maybe fall back, rock back. Doesn't have to be super graceful. I can't hear it anyways if there's a big crash and fall, so that's okay. Ground the feet. Lift your chest and heart up. Dig your heels into the earth. So imagine pulling your heels back into your bum. Reach the arms forward as if you had a beach ball between your hands, a little bit of tension between the palms, and then lean back a few inches. And feel how the chest stays open, but there's that light bracing through the core of the abdomen, but you can still breathe. Inhale here, and exhale. Take your beach ball towards the right. Back to center. Take it to the left. Center, into the right. Center, to the left. Move with your consistent rhythm. But check back in. Are those feet still digging into the earth? How is the breath and the pattern of it? One more time each way. Bring yourself back up, inhale. Let your knees open towards the side, bounce the knees. Rock side to side. Lift your chest and heart, inhale. Fold it forward, empty out. Head heavy, exhale. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. Three more rounds. Lift your torso up.
Use your hands, bring the legs together.
Dig your heels into the earth, feet about hips distance. Lift your chest. Broaden through collarbones. Find your beach ball out in front. One more set. Lean back a couple inches without collapsing. Feet stay digging, twisting right and center, left and center. You don't even need to lean back that far to be doing the work.
Especially don't lean back if it hurts the lower back.
One more time each way. Return to center. Round your spine. Make sure your space is clear behind you to rock and roll along the length of the spine. Try and get some momentum with the next one so that when you come forward, cross your ankles, reach your hands in front, press through the feet to pike your hips and step, walk, or hop back plank. Lower through your push-up. Inhale, let's savor our back bends. Open the front body. Take an extra inhale. Exhale, down dog. Rock your hips side to side. Our last little burst, our last little flow. Right leg up. Right knee to chest, shift forward. Kick your right leg high. Lower it down beside the left. Really spread your fingers. Claw at your mat. Left leg high. Knee to chest, shift forward. Kick it up. Lower it down. Alternate right. And then left. One more time each side. We meet in downward dog. Right leg goes high. Step it through between your thumbs. Lower your left knee down. Walk your hands towards the left side. Sink low through your hips. Breathe for 5. Inhale, exhale, 4. 3. 2. Press back up into your hands. Take your right foot back, meet the left. Our knees are on the earth, knees zip together. Come on to your elbows. And then bring the left elbow to center under your face. Rock your hips towards the right. So your heels fall back behind you. We're like in a modified side plank here. Knees zip together. Left shoulder over the elbow, right hand onto your hip. Hold this or pulse this. Lower your hips an inch or two, lift your hips an inch or two. Lower and lift. Slow or fast, or maybe you're simply holding. If the balance is off, right fingertips often tented to the earth will help. Last round of breath. Switch sides right away. So come onto the right elbow. Swing your legs the opposite side. Left hand maybe on the hip or tented fingers to the earth. And then pulse on the opposite side, lower and lift. Slow or fast, stay with your breath. Look down, come onto both elbows. Press up into your hands. Flip your toes, downward dog. Left leg reaches up. Knee to chest, step it through. Grab the left foot, pull it there if you need to. Soften your right knee. Walk your hands to the right side. Try to lower through your hips. Head can relax. Eyes can close. One more breath. Lift up and out. Take the left foot back to meet the right. Bring your big toes together. Knees can widen. Child's pose. Rest down. Rock into the hip creases. Rock side to side. Maybe you even rock your forehead side to side, massaging out that frontal lobe. Come on to the bum when you're ready, legs crossed. Even bring a block or a bolster underneath the hips if you can feel your pelvic bowl tip forward and the spine get a little longer. Hands rest on your thighs. Loop your shoulders up, back, and down. Do some half circles with the neck. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Back up to center. Going left, rounding forward over towards the right, then side to side, sweep the head. Bring your head to center. Right hand comes out in front of the face. Grab the right wrist with your left hand. Pull some of that skin down and circle the wrist a few times one way and a few times the opposite. Switching hands. Left hand comes out in front. Grab the wrist. Traction some skin lightly down and circle it around. Both directions. A little bit of wrist care in our practice, especially if we're putting lots of weight on the hands. Release the left hand down. Bend your knees, root your feet. Roll yourself carefully onto the back. Rock side to side. open up the hips wide, take your knees out towards the armpits, grab for your shins, happy baby pose. If you're familiar with it, the heels can then go up towards the sky and try and pull your knees down. Hands even one day reaching for the outer edges of your feet. Try not to force the deepest expression. Allow yourself to soften the best you can somewhere. Find the consistent pattern in your breathing, even through the challenge and all the effort of this practice. How many times have you been able to bring yourself back? Remind yourself of the consistent pattern or habit in your life that you might want to integrate even over this weekend. It's hard, but it gets even harder when times are hard. So if we start integrating these things now, we'll even keep up with them in the challenging moments. Bring your knees together. One at a time, lower your feet down. You can windshield wipe your knees side to side or elevate your hips. Prepare for final rest, Shavasana. Arms and legs stretching out. Maybe you'd like to put on some socks or a sweater, something to stay warm. And surrender, legs stretch out, arms stretch out. Close your eyes. Offer the body stillness. You can become deeply relaxed. And trust that my voice will bring you back when the time is right. Through your mind's eye, start to connect to the consistent pattern of breathing in and out. Doing our best. It's all we can ever ask of ourselves. Just to integrate some of this consistency when we leave. Wake up your body, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Our practice building up some strength and resilience that continues to carry us and hold us. In your own time, bring your knees to chest. Roll over to one side.
Make your way into seated. Take one more collective breath in. Open your mouth. Let it out. We acknowledge one another, bringing hands into heart center. Thank you so much for showing up and arriving with me today, recognizing the best within us all. Namaste.